You've probably felt it before. You walk into a room and the air suddenly shifts. The laughter dies down quickly. The tones change. People look at you, but their eyes slide away a second later, like they know something you don't. Ouch. Then, someone leans in, lowers their voice, and whispers a piece of juicy drama into your ear. Gossip feels like closeness, like a secret passed between friends, like the longing. Wait, pause. It's not. Gossip is the cheapest form of connection and the most expensive form of loneliness. Here's why. Every single time you sit there and let someone badmouth another person, whether you nod along, stay quiet, or just give a polite, awkward smile you think you're blending in, you think you're staying safe. But what you're actually doing is sending a silent, dangerous message. You are telling that person, yeah, I am a safe audience for your negativity. Go ahead, use me as a trash can. And once a gossiper sees you that way, they will keep coming back. Not because they respect you, nope, but because they know you won't stop them. And as you watch them tear someone else apart, a cold realization creeps in. If they are gossiping with me today, they will be gossiping about me tomorrow. Statistical data shows that the average person spends roughly 52 minutes every single day talking about someone who isn't even in the room. Nearly a full hour. You might only be the target for 5 of those minutes, but 5 minutes is enough to destroy your trust and erode your reputation. But stopping this psychological game doesn't require you to be a hero. To defeat a game, you first have to understand why people play it. In modern society, gossip has mutated into a psychological weapon. Today, people gossip to escape the parts of their own lives they are deeply dissatisfied with. Look closely at the chronic gossipers around you. Notice a pattern? Almost none of them ever truly succeed in life. They are stuck in the banality of their own ordinary lives, because working on yourself is painful. It requires facing your own failures. Gossip, on the other hand, is cheap. It is an instant ego boost. They use someone else's name just to feel significant for 5 minutes. It is a performance. Miserable people need to stir up drama because they are doing absolutely nothing with their own lives. Think about your own life for a second. What is the wildest or most hurtful piece of gossip you've ever caught someone spreading about you? Drop it in the comments below. Let's expose how ridiculous these games actually get. Sometimes, it simply stems from deep insecurity. People turn to gossip when they feel left out, isolated, or like nobody cares about them. They weaponize words as a shortcut to buy a seat at the table. But it never builds trust. It makes you realize you can't even fully open up to your closest friends because the moment they talk bad about others, you know they'll talk bad about you too. This is why toxic gossipers don't play fair. They target 2 completely different kinds of people, driven by the exact same hunger for significance. First, they target the stable, the calm, the respected, the people who move through chaos without losing their footing. If they are focusing on you because of your strength, it's because your quiet power threatens their inner chaos. Intelligent people look at those who are better and feel inspired. They use that energy to flourish. Cool, right? But envious minds get threatened. Their mind whispers, they are outgrowing me. I need to drag them down. But they also target the vulnerable, the quiet, lonely ones. Why? Because they are a safe, easy mark. They want the illusion of dominance, and picking on someone who won't fight back is the easiest way to feel like a master. But here is the perspective shift. Chronic gossipers do not actually target you as a person. They gossip about everyone. It is simply their habit. So, how do you handle a toxic gossiper? You don't try to outtalk them, you outgrow them. As the old proverb goes, the dogs bark, but the caravan rolls on. You just keep moving. Instead of fighting force with force, you use social aikido. You take their negative energy, step aside, and let it crash into a wall. Here are 4 precise strategies. Strategy 1. Kill it with kindness. Imagine someone starts badmouthing a colleague. Your move is simple. Look them dead in the eye, stay completely calm, and say, "Really? Huh. I've never had that experience with them. They've actually been incredibly supportive to me." Boom. Gossip feeds entirely on validation. Strategy 2. Absolute neutrality. What if they double down? Well, maybe they're nice to you, but you don't know what they did last week. Do not defend. Enter absolute neutrality. Shrug calmly and say, "Could be. Everyone has different experiences, I guess." You are treating their dramatic scoop like the most boring piece of information in the world. When gossip receives zero emotional reaction, it dies. Strategy 3. Shift the spotlight. Once the emotional charge is gone, smoothly pivot the conversation away. You can do this with absolute, unapologetic simplicity. Think of wise grandmothers who, the moment someone started leaking poison at the table, would look out the window without a single ounce of fear and say, "Look at those clouds. Looks like we're in for a heavy storm tomorrow." Brilliant. You break the circuit and guide the ship out of toxic waters. Strategy 4. Set a master boundary. If you are completely done playing nice, you just need a hard boundary. Look at them with a completely blank expression and say calmly, "Hey, I never talk about people who aren't here to speak for themselves." Let it be awkward. Awkwardness is the price toxic gossipers have to pay for violating social decency. And if even these tools feel exhausted, walk away. Go eat your lunch by yourself in peace. Sitting in solitude with your dignity is infinitely more fulfilling than sitting at a table full of fake connection. If there is someone in your life right now who is currently drowning in the noise of toxic rumors, do them a favor. Send them this video. No explanation needed. Just let the message do the heavy lifting for them. Because you cannot control what other people choose to spit out of their mouths, but you have absolute control over what you allow to enter your ears. Your character isn't protected by arguing with people who want to misunderstand you. It is protected by your daily actions. When you show up, stay grounded, deliver value, and live your life with integrity, people will eventually see the pattern. They will realize the rumors were just noise. When your real life speaks significantly louder than their lies, their entire toxic narrative fades. Let them talk. Your job isn't to change them, to fix them, or to silence them. Your only job is to outlast them. And once you achieve that, it will feel like milk and honey for your soul.